Hi everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In today's video I'd like to do a roundup of the USE minis and see how they unfolded yesterday, which was Monday the 26th. I'd like to start with the YM on a 3-minute chart. You can see this is what we had here. There was a history triangle down here. If I zoom in a bit, let's make it a bit better, a bit bigger for you to see. You can see that this one here, if I put the analysis on, would have taken you into a long trade and then would have been stopped out for a -1 hour loss. STF was black, so it was a standard trade. It's important to start this video with an understanding that losses can and do unfold, but the trick is keeping them small and under control. That's what we do with our correct position sizing, which varies the number of lots, contracts or shares to keep the initial risk small and under control. So here was a -1 hour loss. We then got another setup here, this DP buy here. If I put the analysis on, again black STF, so a perfectly valid standard MTPredictor trade setup. This time the market went up into just before the close, where a plus 4.6 hour profit was available. So this shows you a good example of position sizing in action, because our first trade setup was a -1 hour loss, our second trade was a plus 4.6 hour profit. In other words, the profit was much larger than the loss, and that's the key to successful trading, having an approach where your profits are large and your losses are small. As you can see, this actually meant you would have been buying from the very low of the day, which as a trader is always a good position to be in, and actually taking profit not quite at the high of the day but pretty close to it. So this would have been a very nice trade. If we look at the larger degree trend, and I go out to the 15-minute chart, you can see if I put a DP off this prior low here, that this area was around about DP support as well, so the larger degree trend was up. And in fact, if I go to the 5-minute chart, we actually got a TS4 buy set up at this low as well, so that confirmed the larger degree support there. So also a confirmation on the 5-minute chart as well. Let's have a look at the ES. If I go to the ES, on a 3-minute chart, the only trade set up was this TS4 sell. It was on a black STF, so that would have been a valid trade setup, and as you can see, it would have resulted in a -1 hour loss. However, for the more advanced trades among you, let's have a look and see how this TS4 sell would have fallen in with the larger degree trend. For this, we look at the 15-minute chart. So let's now go out to the 15-minute chart on the ES. Now, can you see how here we actually had an automatic TS2 buy setup at the low of the day? So when the 3-minute TS4 sell came in, which was about here where I'm circling, this would have been against the larger degree uptrend. So in other words, the advanced trades among you will have had the larger degree trend is up off the 15-minute chart. Can you see that? Up off this TS2 buy setup. So therefore you'd have been avoiding this TS4 sell setup. And in fact, if you've been trading the ES, you would have actually, just like the YM, you'd have also got a lovely TS4 buy setup there that actually nailed the very low of the day as well. There's our history triangle there, which would have been the same setup as we've already discussed on the YM. Remember, if you're trading one market, or if you're trading all 4 USE minis, you only have to be in, or should only be in, one market at any one time. So you wouldn't be in the ES and the NQ, and the YM, because it would be doubling up on your initial risk. So if you're just trading, if you're trading all 4 markets and ES was your primary market, you'd again, like the YM, you'd have had a -1 hour loss there, and then a good trade off the low of the day there. If I put the risk reward on into the close, it would have been approximately a 3-hour profit. Again, profit much larger than the initial risk. So on the ES, again a very good day as well, particularly how everything fell in with a large degree trend, as we've already seen, where you would have got a buy setup that would have actually caught pretty well the very low of the day, the bar of the low of the day for you, which is always a nice situation to be in. The NQ, let's have a quick look as well there to finish. On the 5-minute charts, no particular setups. On the 3-minute chart, the only setups were later in the day, which was this DP sell, which was against a blue STF, and as we've already seen, the large degree trend was up, so there would have been no trade off there. If you'd been a manual trader and you're looking to put the decision point off that last low, can you see how that would have caught the very low of the day for you on the NQ as well? Just there. Just extend that out using the box. Whoops, and as you can see, that would have caught the very low of the day on the NQ there. So in summary, a very, very good day for MTPredictor, where we managed to catch the very low of the day, and the thing that was most important for me was the ES on the 15-minute chart, because that ES is the boss and the 15-minute chart defines the large degree trend. So this helped define this low here as being a larger degree support, and as such, since this low came in, or after this low came in, the trend was up for the rest of the day. So that helped you define only buy setups for the rest of the day after that low. And for me, the best trade of the day was actually on the YM on the 3-minute chart, where we had this DP buy here, and as we've already discussed, which was right at the start of the video today, that again caught the low of the day for you and resulted in a nice 4.6 hour profit. So whichever market you were trading, ES, YM or NQ yesterday, you would have been having some lovely trades off the low of the day yesterday, which is always a nice situation to be in when you're a day trader.